Donald Trump's awkward. Oh, we saw this already. This is the cringiest thing. Was this like planned ahead of time? Why the fuck is he even here? Oh, actually, I don't know. Was America playing in the World Cup finals or this game or whatever? Or a US team or? No? It's in New Jersey? We are the host? Is it normal that the president presents the award or whatever? Or? No? Okay. Oh, and he doesn't realize. Oh my god. Yeah, this was so cringe. Let's go. Nope. I'm good. Oh no. Where's that one picture? All four girls jump, fat girl doesn't meme. Fuck. Anybody know what I'm thinking of? Four girls jump, fat girl meme. Fuck! No! Why can't I find anything on the internet anymore? Whatever. There's 10 girls on that line. Was it? I thought it was 4 girls. Okay, wait. Fat girl can't jump meme. Ah. Whatever. Don't care. Fuck, there's a picture where all of the girls are jumping, but then it's like a before and after, but the fat girl clearly can't jump. That's like Trump in this picture. Brian Tyler Cohen does a little video on this. Whoa, we got a Jewish house video? What the fuck? How did they know?
You haven't seen Overstaying Your Welcome?
Holy shit, looks like he's at a baseball game. We just need a cap. What happened? He's so cool now.
Until you've watched Donald Trump join Chelsea Football Club for the trophy celebration after winning the FIFA Club World Cup.
Has turned.
Okay. Can somebody tell me, how do you decide if like if your middle name is like part of your name? Like, so like I'm Stephen Bonnell. Most people I know go by their first name and last name, but every now and then you'll get these people who are like, oh, what's up? Oh, it's Brian Cohen. No, I'm Brian Tyler Cohen. Like, how do you decide that? At what point in your life are you like, you know what? When do you make these decisions? People decide it for you in grade school? Or like when, like, oh, what's your name? I'm Chris James Smith or whatever. It's like, actually, you're CJ. Like, how do you decide? Like, what is CJ? How do people decide when you have like names like that, like abbreviations? And why is it that some work and some don't? Like, I'm Stephen Kenneth. Why can I be like SK? What's up, SK? History?
To gold.
Destiny hates pretension, and I love it. No, I'm not calling these people pretense. pretentious. No, I'm not calling these people pretentious. I'm just curious because sometimes people do it. I just don't know why it happens. I don't know if I don't think it's anything to do with being pretentious or not.
Chelsea, the FIFA Club World Cup champions.
Wait, Brian Tyler Cohen. Is he Jewish? Why don't I have a Jew sound on my soundboard yet? Cohen's a Jew name. What the fuck?
What a day for them. What a journey. What a competition in the United States.
Somebody mentioned acting. I'm sorry, my brain just went to a totally different place real quick. You ever notice how in shows sometimes they like flirt with a plot line and then they like drop it immediately? And in Dexter, it was the I think they flirted with making him like date his sister for like 2 episodes and then they like dropped it. That was super weird. But I just remembered earlier this morning because I was watching Breaking Bad clips. What was the point of making Hank's wife like a shoplifter, like a kleptomaniac? Did that ever come back, or was that just like an early season just suburb things? Okay.
Now, should we really be surprised that Donald Trump, of all people, opted to take credit for a success that he had absolutely nothing to do with? Seems pretty on brand, if you ask me. I mean, you can literally see FIFA president Gianni Infantino trying to get Donald Trump to leave the stage.
The funny thing, too, is like if you wanted to make this a senility joke, you could literally draw a straight line between Trump's old behavior and this behavior. Remember when Trump was so much less senile, was so aware that he was able to help, it was Ben Carson, right? When he was able to help Ben Carson walk on stage when he was getting confused. Fuck, does anybody, was it the opening to the first debate? Trump first debate primaries 2016. Oh my God, this was just such a wacky time. Holy shit. How is this not the very first thing that comes up?
Republican debate.
Is there not a full debate somewhere? Maybe it wasn't the first debate.
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.
Do you remember this? When Ben Carson there was some confusion here?
New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.
Oh my God.
Dr. Ben Carson.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
I liked her shoplifting arc because Marie was kind of a non-character outside of that, especially compared to everyone else in terms of depth. Hot take, Skylar got all the hate that Marie should have gotten. The Marie character was just fucking... She was just fucking retarded. Hank deserved better.
Florida Senator Marco Rubio.
Do you remember when Marie was like, I have an idea, Walt. Maybe you can just kill yourself. What?
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush.
And Ohio Governor John Kasich.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Republican candidates.
And Dr. Ben Carson, please come out on the stage. He's standing there as well. Dr. Carson.
And Donald Trump.
Why are they both waiting there? So Ben Carson, I guess, fucked up going out on stage. He didn't know that he was supposed to go out on stage, I guess.
Cruz.
Maybe because he heard Ted Cruz's name or something and he didn't go out. And then I think Donnie just came out. I think Donald just came out to like, and then he stayed here and hung out with him. I thought Donald walked up on stage, but I guess Donald didn't. It's just funny. These people are fucking retarded. He didn't hear his name because the lady announced it during the middle of the clapping. Then why did he walk out at all? Maybe. Oh my God. Who is this the FIFA guy or who is this guy? Oh my God, it's so cringe.
And you can see Cole Palmer ask, what's he doing?
Mr. Football?
Here's Chelsea captain Reece James explaining after the fact that he was told Donald Trump was going to exit the stage.
Before they told me that he was going to present the trophy, and then...
Oh, this is close, actually. There was another picture that came before this, but this is another one. 11 years old, nice. This is such a brutal... Why would you do this to your friend? Unless maybe it was an inside joke, or maybe they thought it'd be funny.
Exit the stage, and I thought that he was going to exit the stage, but he wanted to stay.
But of course, recognizing that you're not welcome on stage would also require self-awareness, and for a narcissistic egomaniac like Donald Trump, that would be in short supply. Although if ever there was a day that Trump would recognize the lack of popularity that he has, it would probably be today, considering before that moment, he was met with boos throughout the entire stadium.
Isn't this the Saudi-made wannabe World Cup no one watched? I don't know. I don't watch fucking soccer shitball.
So if you're wondering what level of delusion you need to have to crash the celebration of a championship team celebrating their own victory, it is getting booed by an entire stadium and still thinking that you're wanted. But hey, narcissist gonna narcissist. In fact, this isn't the first time that Donald Trump has been duly humiliated with the eyes of the world on him. Here's a moment from the UN just a few years back where the entire General Assembly literally laughed at him to his face.
In less than 2 years,
Oh, shit, I
my
think I remember this.
administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
This was his first term, right? Wait.
Here's in the history of our country.
What?
Almost any administration.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna say he's like a better sport and he plays it off a little, right? At least, like you can respect it, right? No, didn't expect the laugh, right? Yeah, he plays it off a little. He sounds somewhat. Yeah.
True. Expect that reaction, but that's okay.
The reason that Donald Trump was so surprised then is the same reason that he would be surprised now. Trump only surrounds himself with groveling sycophants. He cosplays as this tough guy when in reality he's got the thinnest...
I don't know how I feel about all the gamer words that are now part of mainstream culture, right? Like I feel like Fortnite terms and gaming and like I don't know, like this guy just said any cosplays. Those are our words. Does this guy have a gaming background? Has he ever squeezed it to some big titty cosplay girl? I don't know if he's allowed to say that word, okay?
skin in the world. He cannot handle an ounce of dissent. In fact, he's so obsessed with adulation that he filled his own cabinet with people not because they're qualified, but rather because they say nice things about him. And so as a result, we're left with a Fox weekend anchor as the Secretary of Defense, all because he said nice things about Donald Trump on Fox. We're left with an anti-vax conspiracy theorist as Health and Human Services Secretary because, again, he would say nice things about Donald Trump in public. No one in this country is well served by who is leading the government. But as far as Trump is concerned, it's not about what serves the country well. It's not about what serves Americans well. It is about what serves one person well. And that person is Donald Trump. That's what this is about. Trump is so fragile that his sole priority is being fawned over. This guy craves praise like the rest of us need oxygen. The reality is that Donald Trump's handlers and sycophants will probably tell him that the crowd loved him and that Chelsea's players were desperate for him to stay on that stage because they are there for one reason: to protect the Fabergé egg of an ego of this 79-year-old grown-ass man who can't handle an ounce of criticism. And the rest of us in this country...
How's your ass grown? What? Nonsense statements. Hold on. What's this? I keep reading these like headlines. There's no way this is true, right? Trump kept Gold Club World Cup trophy for himself, so FIFA had to give the winners a replica. This sounds like a mistake or a mix-up or something, right? Like, nobody could be this stupid, no? Is this bridge still intact, just in suspended animation? I think so. I don't think he knows or cares about any of this shit, but I don't think he follows anything in this world. President Trump has revealed that the champions of the Club World Cup won't be getting the original trophy because he's keeping it. Wait, really? Is it just going to be a video of the... Breaking news on the Syrian front. Bro, I don't even know who the fuck the people are in Syria now. Apparently the organization that runs Syria is the High Intensity Interval Training. Is it a bunch of people from San Francisco? Did they win because of their polyphasic sleep schedules? I don't know. I don't know anything about Syria anymore. I don't know what's going on over here. This regime changes all the time historically. Well, actually under the Assads, I guess it didn't really change that much, but... Oh, the town of Walga. Like, what the fuck is this? As Suedo government. Who controls this shit? Here, article. That's where the Syrian Druze are. Druze! What's a Druze?
Base?
I'm not gonna be able to see where the Golan Heights starts and ends, am I? Is it just the area in Stop! Is it just this area in blue here? Or is this like changing based on fighting, right? The borders aren't the same, so. Druze militias are fighting with Bedouins, and the Syrian army is getting caught in the crossfire.
Base?
To be fair, I think it's common for the teams to be given replicas, otherwise tournaments would have to make new trophies every year. What? Don't they have a new trophy every year? Wait, at the risk of sounding retarded. Just kidding, because nobody knows anything about this region, so you could never sound retarded. Bedouin are mainly Muslim. Druze is like its own kind of like weirdo Seventh-day Adventist or whatever, like its own kind of religion thing, right? I know that Bedouins are mainly Arab. Are they mainly Muslim? Maybe, maybe not. Look up Samaritans next. I think I went to their village. The place, is it with the well? Is it the guy who held up the pillars? Near Nablus? Am I making this up? Samaria, I think is the name of the town. I don't know if Samson has anything to do with this. I don't know why I said that. I'm not sure if he does or not. Yeah, I think we were here. I think. Technically, yes, Druze is a sect from Islam. Is it really, though? I thought Druze were like their own kind of weirdo thing. Bedouins are mainly Sunni Muslim. An Arab esoteric religious group. Oh, weird. Syncretic. The blending of religious beliefs into a new system. Oh, I feel like I've read this before. I don't know what they actually... Who knows? Okay. Wait, the Druze religious sect is a minority group that began as a 10th century offshoot of Ismailism, a branch of Shiite Islam. More than half of the roughly 1 million Druze worldwide live in Syria. Most of the other Druze live in Lebanon and Israel. The new 23-member government in Syria announced in late March only has one Druze member. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Under the Assad family's tight rule, religious freedom was guaranteed as the country then boasted about its secular and Arab nationalist system. Ethno-state? What? Not in my Middle East. Holy shit. We should just go back to the fucking Middle East and take it all over and then like do like a new border drop. Because I feel like there are people that probably want... Because I guess, like, the Kurds want a country. The Jews want a country. Are there any other groups? Do the Azerbaijanis want more land back from... or no, the I was going to say the Albanians. The Armenians, do they want more territory? We need to go redraw all the borders. Let's go! We need to patch the Middle East. Trump gets to draw the new borders from memory. Based. Streamer Corner. Ethan announces a new front in the IP legal war. Ethan shouts out Hassan's favorite Twitter account, says he's the next one up. For the longest time, these attack dogs have operated with impunity. Revel in their impunity. I will be garnishing every cent he earns for the rest of his life. Jesus. I've seen this Twitter user. Gato Fumador. Has there been a filing yet? He privated his account. Oh no. He's the person who started both RH3 Snark and R Leftovers H3, and he's a mod over at Falmoy. They're often in relation to the squirrel. Is that so? Read part 3 of that first link. Anonymity. In today's age of rapidly improving technology, anonymity is nearly impossible to maintain, even for a throwaway Twitter account. For example, the operator behind this account is 37-year-old single male who is currently unemployed and living with his parents named DB. DB Cooper? Holy shit. No, we saw the Superman clip. Hasanabe reacts to H3H3 Ethan Klein's response to ContraPoints. Oh, I don't care. Redraw the borders? Wait, like make them accurate, or how would I want them to be? I don't know how much of those I could do. This is the Sinai. Egypt is over here. Fuck Africa, I don't draw that. Egypt is like that or something. Yemen is like this or something, and then Oman is like that or something. I think this is like, it's like Bahrain, the UAE, Qatar or something. Some bullshit up there. This is Saudi Arabia, all right. Israel is like, oh fuck, where does it start? Something like this. I think this is like Kuwait or something, and then oh, I should know Jordan because it's that's not right. You know what? Close enough. Yeah, there we go. We take that. Oh shit, wait, we squeezed some countries in here. This is like Iraq. Lebanon is somewhere in here. I don't know where, but they're up there somewhere. There we go. Boom. Flawless. Flawless! Oh my god, the UAE is this thing over here. Fuck. Oh no, it's even bigger. Bro, fuck these fake ass Gulf countries. No one cares a fuck. Alright. Everything else, like, there's like one city in each of these countries. Everything else is fake. It'll all be Israel soon enough. That's all that matters. CoryxKenshin drama. Summarized. Is his like his real name Kenshin, or is that like part of his online name?
Explain to you guys again. And I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
You never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
To be fair, Western countries fucked the borders of the Middle East, causing most of today's problems. Hot take, I think the borders actually worked out pretty well. They haven't changed in 100 years. I think for the most part, they actually ended up doing okay. But stay mad.
But
ooh. Sorry.
And it's cool. Like, you guys don't have to like me. Like, what I put out there, what I said about what happened when it came.
Is this Cory, or is she talking to this guy about Cory? She's talking to this guy about Cory. CoryxKenshin accuser spoke on Twitter after her allegations went viral. What happened? Didn't multiple ethnic cleansings need to happen to make those borders work? I think mainly just in Turkey. Turkey fucking, but the Turks like fucking hated everybody, and the Turks like hated the Arabs too, man. They were the fucking kings of the Ottoman Empire. They saw themselves as being way ethnically superior in every single way to the loser fucking Arabs that they bullied and ruled over. So as soon as the Ottoman Empire dissolved and everybody got their borders, Turkey very quickly. What were they part of? The Young Turks was a part of this group. It's like, it's got a 3-letter acronym, like MOP or something, the Ministry of Government or something, and they started cleaning out all the ethnicities they didn't like. They shipped a ton of them off. It was like a fucking million people over to Turkey. Oh, Cup. They started, they killed a fuck ton of them. They were like, all right, Armenians, let's see how long you can march in the desert until you die. And they're like, okay, let's go. I don't think there were any equivalent. Oh, and Yemen has been fighting forever. But I think most of the other states were like relatively-ish chill.
This is not a cancellation
We need to talk about CoryxKenshin. Let's go!
attempt in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you for clarifying. We're not canceling.
This is me speaking about some allegations that I saw surface on my timeline that I personally wholeheartedly believe that YouTuber CoryxKenshin needs to address in any way, shape, or form. If these allegations are proven by him in any way, shape, or form beyond a shadow of a doubt to be completely and utterly fabricated, I will have no issue in removing this video and issuing a retraction/apology. No jokes, we're gonna be dead serious with this one because this is a serious topic. CoryxKenshin is a notable YouTuber that spreads peace and positivity and his Christianity above all else and has been
Peace, positivity, and Christianity. Wow. You know, Benny Morris, friend of the stream, wrote a book about Turkey's genocides. Wouldn't surprise me. I bet Israelis are super jelly of Turkey. They're like, fuck. No wonder they don't have problems with ethnicities. They just try to kill everybody they didn't like. We fucked up by keeping the Palestinians around.
known to have an image of being a pretty good dude, all things considered. One thing I'm going to get clear. I don't know CoryxKenshin. You don't know CoryxKenshin. None of us do. As people who enjoy and support CoryxKenshin and his content. Let's get that clear. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes, so I can't say for certain if this is something that he would or would not do. Let's go. So, if we scroll back to right about here.
Bacon avocado.
What?
I dated CoryxKenshin, and he hurt me really bad. And I'm not.
Now, this video.
What are we doing here? Hello? Hold on. Somebody linked me something else on Twitter. What is this?
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
POV, you didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you. Oh my God. Bruh. Wait, no, not that one. I wanted this one. I use like only 3 buttons on this.
I woke up again and it was all.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Is that CoryxKenshin?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Corey?
Just don't worry about it.
Corey?
Good.
Corey, what did you do?
Do not.
Are these guys dating? They're dating at this point, right?
Look, this camera out of my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of Nami Vlog.
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this? I'm still on.
Remember, if you're an influencer and you want to date another woman, they have to be conservative. Conservative women won't post crazy shit like this because conservatives hate women. So they'll just roast the woman, okay? It's the progressives you gotta worry about, okay? They will get infinite support for the wildest shit because they are treated as retarded children that are meant to be protected on the left. On the right, they treat them as retarded children that are meant to be abused, okay? So always remember that. See you in the next court filing. What is this? Bacon avocado.
Bacon avocado.
Oh, sorry.
I dated CoryxKenshin.
Is this like a trend or a meme or what? It really is posted like this? Why? Okay, sorry, I'm just old, I guess. My bad.
CoryxKenshin, and he hurt me really bad. And I'm not the only one. Bacon avocado.
Okay. Okay.
is entirely based off the ongoing bacon avocado trend on TikTok, where essentially someone says bacon avocado really fast and then follows it up with some sort of the punchline, right? The joke of sorts. And in the caption of this post, we see, "Please be kind. This took everything in me to share. Most of my TikToks are joy, laughter, and moments with my friends. That's how people know me. So if you're seeing this and wondering why it's different, it's because it is. I'm not doing a story time. My anxiety won't let me speak out this loud. So I wrote this instead. The letter will be posted in multiple parts. Part 1 of the letter will drop later."
Why are we doing like drops for our? Oh my God, bro.
Part 2 will include the rest plus the receipts that go with what I wrote. I don't know if I need more parts yet, so this is on standby for now. This wasn't easy. This is one of the things I've had to share besides my TNBC story. Then here we can see what exactly is TNBC, and triple negative breast cancer is an aggressive type of invasive breast cancer. TNBC differs from other type of invasive breast cancer in that it tends to grow and spread faster, has fewer treatment options, and tends to be...
The parts were in that Twitter thread. You missed it. Well, is this guy going to go over it? Because I don't want to read it all on the Twitter thread, and then this guy just goes over it.
Have a worse prognosis outlook. The term triple negative breast cancer refers to the fact that cancer cells don't have estrogen or progesterone receptors and also don't have too much of the HER2 protein, and cells test negative on all 3 tests, right? Essentially, not to joke and minimize what they're talking about, but it's super cancer.
Damn, he gave this chick cancer? What the fuck?
This, you don't know if you're gonna live. You might be gone as soon as like fast, and it sucks. So to have them be experiencing this around the same time that allegedly all this is coming, I think at least makes this at least 20. I don't want to quantify it, but it makes it so much exponentially worse to be talking to someone who is going through a life-altering, potentially life-ending disease. And you still treat them like shit. I think that's even worse, actually. Hold on now. Whoa, that is so fucked up. We're going to go and we're going to pivot and we're going to talk about some of the write-ups that she has posted in relation to this. Okay. Now, from what I can gather, part 1 mostly exists as an event post talking about Nami's frustrations and the individual that CoryxKenshin presents himself as, and how that's not always true to the person that she knew back.
I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers eat up the whole man of truth image you push. But faith without basic decency isn't faith. It's branding.
Nami's frustrations and the individual that CoryxKenshin presents himself as, and how that's not always true to the person that she knew back in the past. She talks about her feelings of how Cory has...
Wait, why did you just
presents himself as, and how that's not always true to the person that she knew back in the...
You talk about devotion, but act like hurting people in private doesn't count. That's not devotion, that's hypocrisy. You fooled a lot of people, but not me. Well, I mean, it sounds like you were fooled, chick, no?
She talks about her feelings of how...
When I met you, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself after going so long without it. Is this woman like 30? How old is this person? I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen. Like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore.
Cory has hurt her in the past and how they met. She specifically outlines in this image right here, even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. Maybe that's the cancer. Jesus. She's 35? Or is that guy just trolling in chat? I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. My God. This now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I've carried too much in silence. Identifying that her main issue is with the people who still believe that CoryxKenshin is a wholeheartedly perfect and flawless individual. Now we delve into part 2. Part 2 is where it gets worse.
Oh my God.
We highlight several
it gets
Xbox
worse?
messages.
Oh God, motherfucker's on Xbox messaging her. And then came the Xbox messages. It wasn't even what you said. It was how casually you said it. Like nothing you'd done had ever left a scar. Like you hadn't already shouted me once and just gotten bored.
Several Xbox messages in between the two of them.
Okay, so what's up? You still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck your life up some more. What? That was just a joke. Jeez, LOL. I was just asking. Never heard you curse before, upside down smiley face. That's why it threw me off.
And then Ninja saying, okay, so what's up? You're still seeing someone? Why do you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck your life up some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, LOL, I was just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. And then...
Oh, why does he keep skipping her messages?
Fuck your life up some more. What? That was a joke. Jeez, LOL, I was just asking. Never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off.
Like it was funny. Like it was cute. As if the pain you caused the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the fucking aftermath. All just a joke. Now that you were bored again. These motherfuckers need to do something with their lives. That relationship drama is like the most important fucking shit. Like how much of a fucking loser are you? That this is like time for me to blog shit post about my entire fucking relationship. It's so cringe and gross and weird. Girls that do this shit are disgusting emotional perverts. It's so strange. If men do it too, it's also weird, but...
And then they...
You didn't come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful, because you knew I used to let you in, because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft, because you thought I'd be too broken to bite back. Oh my God.
Another screenshot of another isolated incident with Corey.
Because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I've had you. Like in a relationship type way? Or something else? Like something else. That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my GF. How's this guy booty calling at 10:47 a.m.? God damn. That guy's got plans. That guy's planning out his day.
CoryxKenshin because I wanted you. Wanted me how? Like how I've had you. Like in a relationship type way or something else. Like something else.
Oh, fuck you.
That's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to become my girlfriend. Well, but I guess I was just a good fuck for you. When you said relationship, I thought you meant I was just going to ask you out. Nah, I mean, you were, but that's not all you were. So anyways, doesn't matter. You were with someone.
Why does he just skip that? Wait, what?
Nah, I mean, you were, but that's not all you were.
That's how it felt at the time. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't have let you again. And when I did that with you, is something I just don't do with anyone. You wouldn't have let me fuck again, LOL? No, I wouldn't.
Anyways, doesn't matter. You were with someone.
Why do you say 10:47 like it's early in the morning? Oh, my child. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone. Double bummer. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was sexually abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person that did that because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too.
You're with someone. That's how I felt at the time. If I wasn't,
oh fuck, you went back.
You again, and when I did that with you, is just something I just can't do with everyone. You wouldn't have let me fuck again. LOL. No, I wouldn't. I'm glad I'm the same. I don't fuck with anyone. Double bummer. The difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with just anyone because I was sexually abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into the category with the person who did that. That did that because I was being used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt not real too.
Do you hear yourself? You knew I'd survived. She was a survivor. Sexual assault. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body, and you used that as leverage just to remind me how far you'd gotten. Threw it in my face like I should be flattered.
You hear yourself, you know I was an SA survivor. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body and use that as leverage just to remind you how far you'd gotten. Through my face like it should be flatlined. You didn't want me, you wanted access. And then double down. Corey mentions, hey, backpedal. You would never use sex. I need to make sure you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, didn't have my shit together. You love me. How was that possible? And you never said I loved you back then. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car.
You loved me? How is that possible?
Didn't have my shit together. You love me. How was that possible? And you never said I loved you back then. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. You had every tool to be different human being, and you still choose to be careless with someone you claim to love. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think this point, low-key is lost on me. Not like trying to like pick holes in her story, but I just think you could have all the money in the world, but you could still be depressive. You could still be a loser. You could be like DDG. Having all the money in the world does not unlame you as an individual.
What did he even do? Is it just that he broke up with her? Is that what we're talking about now, or
individual? But again, I don't know CoryxKenshin. I just don't like this point being brought up. But this person has a CoryxKenshin and I don't, so that could just be me. I don't know this part, right? Makes it worse. Something else started happening to me because at the same time period, she was diagnosed with TNBC stage 3A aggressive, which is triple negative breast cancer. All really bad. Like I can't even like. But you're saying that no tears. Thoughts collapsing outside the pandemic. Make sure there's no one here to catch you. This event would have happened maybe 2020 to 2021.
Oh wait, this was 5 years ago. Wait, so she survived then, or what? What's going on here?
Which is triple negative breast cancer. All really bad. Like I can't even like. But you're saying that no tears. Thoughts collapsing outside the pandemic. Make sure there's no one here to catch you. This event would have happened maybe 2020 to 2021. And then during this time period, she talked about how she was reaching out to people, not for comfort but for closure. But when you start trauma like mine, you're forced to.
TNBC prognosis. Oh my god. Well, localized TNBC has a 5-year relative survival rate of 91%. While metastatic TNBC has a rate of only 12%. Was hers even metastatic, or come on. I mean, cancer sucks regardless, but like, this is so.
Okay. To face the possibility that your story can end early. So I reached out to you. It didn't work because I was weak. I did it because I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage from me. And what did you say? That was the most
passive aggressive cancer reveal ever.
Passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. And Loki, that's.
Well, I mean, excuse me.
So I reached out to you. It didn't work because I was weak. I did it because I did it because if my time was up, I wasn't taking your unfinished damage from me. And what did you say?
Where are the messages up here? If this chick is literally dropping a cancer diagnosis on him in the middle of like a ex relationship or whatever argument, yeah, that is kind of fucking weird. You're weaponizing the fuck out of it. Jesus Christ. But also based, I guess. Okay.
That was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever. And Loki, that's Loki fucked up. Especially when you've presented yourself as a very stand-up individual. You know, you can't be moving like that. You can't be moving like that. And then we had part 3 where Nami outlines another experience that someone who was affiliated with CoryxKenshin, finding them through an Xbox profile, and events that occurred and how they were very similar to things that have appeared in CoryxKenshin's community in the past. But she outlined specifically at the end of part 3, this part I want to highlight. I know not everyone will be ready to hear this. Some will deny it, some will defend him, some will twist it into something it's not, because facing the truth is harder than holding on to the version they were shown. People will say what they want. They always do. I didn't write this for them. I wrote it because I was there and they weren't. And that's the only difference that matters. No extra words, no permission, no apology, just truth. Outlining that she just essentially wants the truth from CoryxKenshin and his behavior that has occurred behind the scenes. And then all this culminates in a video in which Cory allegedly, either jokingly or in any way, shape, or form, attempts to be like, hey, you know, I might have done something to somebody while they were asleep. I'm gonna play the video right here.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was all.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
Okay.
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Don't worry about it.
Cory? Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, this came out of my face. I didn't do anything.
As of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
And that is everything we have seen for the situation as of this current moment. I think above all else, just like Nami has mentioned in this entire whole thing, that CoryxKenshin needs to go forward and clarify what exactly has been going on behind the scenes, especially with some of those images that I've mentioned beforehand, as I believe those are probably the most damning things about this. However, to be entirely realistic, I entirely expect CoryxKenshin to be able to duck and dodge and weave all of these allegations simply because of his massive size and small.
I don't even know what are the allegations even.
Audience. They do not care. They just want him to play kindergarten and find nice half Freddy's. Again, I'm making this with the intent to get these allegations spread out there and hopefully, maybe, get a response out of Cory, because I truthfully and wholeheartedly believe, as someone who was supportive of him heavily, that you need to clear this up. Matter of fact, you have a right. You have a right to do good by not only yourself as the person that you claim to be, and by your audience, by clarifying and telling everyone involved what's really been going up. But that's just my take. I could be completely off base about this. Whatever, though.
Bro, Gen Z is cooked.
Came to like emotional, mental abuse, narcissistic abuse, abuse of power, things of that nature, and down that rabbit hole is what I was going through with him. Explain to you guys again. And I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I never said that.
I know, like you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because like some of these people like don't have a brain, obviously. But
Sorry.
and it's cool. Like you guys don't.
These are your people? No, these are young millennials who stopped developing at like age 22. So now they're your people. Okay.
Have to like being like what I put out there, what I said about what happened when it came to like emotional, mental abuse, narcissistic abuse, abuse of power. Things.
This girl, did she really reveal the breast cancer thing on Xbox Live Chat? Holy shit.
Of that nature and down that rabbit hole is what I was going through with him. Him and I, we were together on and off for 2 years. On and off for 2 years. And even after we broke up, he still was hitting me up and saying some raunchy shit. And I'm not the only person he's done that to.
Oh my God. He hit her up for booty calls after they were broken up? I didn't know that. Okay, now we got some real allegations. That's crazy. What the fuck? Has he responded to these allegations yet? Is that true?
There's another girl, and I cannot mention her because she did not want to bring out her story, and I'm not going to take that away from her.
Her story.
I'm like, I refuse to take that away from her. And it's okay. Like I said, in my letter, you guys could still be whatever you want to him. I don't care about that. That's not why I put my letter out. I put my letter out because I wanted to be free of the pain I was feeling from this.
Of being called up as a booty call? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. It just clicked. My bad. I had to, my misogyny gear isn't always activated, but now it is. I wonder if But he's probably never going to release DMs because I don't know why the fuck he would. I wonder if she tried to ask him out again or she was trying to date him again and then he shut her down and that's why she decided to dump everything. That's my guess. I have no idea though.
I did reach out. Okay, I saw that. I did reach out to him privately numerous times, and he never said anything when I would tell him how I felt.
There we go. There it is. Okay. Wow. That was a pre-scripted. that was a cutscene. That was scripted as fuck. My bad. I did pre-watch. Sorry, I was 2 minutes late today on streams because I was pre-watching just this Twitter clip. My bad. Jesus.
So that I did reach out to him privately numerous times, and he never said anything when I would tell him how I felt. Which, if I have to, I will post that as well.
All right. She said she also posted it to create a safe space for women to come out and share their story, as she knows there's more. Okay. Do all the guys that want to, like, I guess, like, that smash her want to come out and share their story? Like, what a weird, it's so fucking weird. I think it's just so creepy and gross, but okay. Based. Absolutely based. Trump quips about signing an executive order mandating soccer be called football in America. I think we can do that. Oh, he's probably joking. That would be the one thing that would probably turn Americans against him, though. I don't know if the cult could follow him on that one. That would hit him worse than the Epstein thing. This is not related based.
The thing.
Stop! This guy's running as a third party.
Hello, I'm Andrew Cuomo.
Thanks.
And unless you've been living under a rock, you probably know that the Democratic primary did not go the way I had hoped. To the 440,000 New Yorkers who voted for me, a sincere thank you. Thank you for believing in me, in my agenda, and in my experience. And I am truly sorry that I let you down. But as my grandfather used to say, when you get knocked down, learn the lesson and pick yourself back up and get in the game. And that is what I'm going to do. The fight to save our city isn't over. Only 13% of New Yorkers voted in the June primary. The general election is in November, and I am in it to win it. My opponent, Mr. Mandani, offers slick slogans, but no real solutions. We need a city with lower rent, safer streets, where buying your first home is once again possible, where childcare won't bankrupt you. Your first home is once again
bro, check out this listing on Zillow.
Possible, where childcare won't bankrupt
I can take care of your kid for free.
you. That's the New York City we know.
Let's take a selfie.
That's the one that is still possible. You haven't given up on it, and you deserve a mayor with the experience and ideas to make it happen again.
Okay.
And the guts to take on anyone who stands in the way. Every day I'm going to be hitting the streets, meeting you where you are, to hear the good and the bad, problems and solutions.
Okay.
Because for the next few months, it's my responsibility to earn your vote. So let's do this. I'll see you out there.
All right, good luck. Jesus. What is this? Hank Green. When people found a way to make safe vaccines with no mercury, he renamed his anti-vaccine organization from the World Mercury Project to Children's Health Defense.
That time you've said publicly that I've been dishonest about that. Can you show us a single pre-licensing safety trial, placebo-controlled safety trial for any of the 72 vaccines required for American children.
I'm probably doing vaccine. I know how much you hate it, but I'm probably doing vaccines after the COVID thing. I want to have like a snappy, instantaneous response to all this bullshit.
And he made that show of looking through a file, and he said, well, they're back in Bethesda. And I said, will you send them to me? And I never heard from him again, so we sued the HHS under the Freedom of Information Law after...
Keep in mind, if RFK was like pro-vaccine or like a vaccine supporter, everybody would be pointing to his voice as like evidence that he was sick because of that or whatever, just to be clear, you know? Everybody would be.
Year of litigation, they sent us a letter which is posted on CHD's website that acknowledges that they are now not able to locate a single pre-licensing safety trial, placebo control for any of the vaccines that are now mandated for children. These are zero liability vaccines. I'm not anti-vaccine, but I think we need to be honest and we need to have good science. I spent 30 years trying to get mercury out of the fish in this country, and nobody ever called me anti-fish. I said to them at that time, you've said publicly that I've been...
Can you do that? Why does fish have mercury in it? Is that a man-made thing? Why is there so much fish in, or I'm sorry, mercury in fish? It's a concern for people who eat fish. The element is known to bioaccumulate in humans. So bioaccumulation in seafood carries over into human populations. Fish and shellfish concentrate mercury in their bodies, often in the form of methylmercury, a highly toxic organomercury compound. In human-controlled ecosystems of fish, usually done for market production, one of seafood species, mercury clearly rises through the food chain via fish consuming small plankton, as well as through non-food sources such as underwater sediment. Oh, losers.
And dishonest.
We should just ban mercury from our stomachs. The Hassan Superman slop? I haven't seen the movie, so I can't like comment on it. I don't know. I don't understand how other millennials are affording their lives. It has to be inheritance money or credit card debt, right? I don't understand how anyone bought a house recently or is raising a child right now. Me and my partner can't afford either. Why was I link this? Just to troll me? To trigger me? We are old, man. I'm 17 years into a career. Exactly. I'm like 13 years in my career now. I've worked for the same company for 7 years. Went from senior software engineer to senior software architect to director of engineering over that time. No inheritance. Just a good job that I work hard at. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Jesus. When you talk about Trump downplaying COVID or institutions in general, remember that Trump literally believed almost all the COVID deaths were fake. Wait, hold on. We're not even at the COVID part yet. Fuck you. Wonder what this guy's comments were. Blue Glitter 24. Guy, girl? Dave Explains has a video on RFK which covers part of him suing the FCC and FDA. Bro, why, you guys are obsessed with linking me these like 1 or 2 hour videos. These homes are 3 times in New Jersey. This person posts a lot on weight loss advice. This person posts a lot in general. Jesus. Oh, no, they don't have that much. Never mind. I see. We got a big... Okay, why am I reading this? Why was I linked this? I feel like you guys are trying to trigger me. You are trying to trigger me. I don't care. Okay. Stop! Thorin gooning during CS2 podcast.
Right, this is going to be another episode of Snake and Banter. I guess technically it's episode 101.
Wow! Nice timestamp, dude.
Right, this is going to be another episode.
Positioning to tier 1. But, I mean, I think if you actually understand the mechanics of CS2 well enough, you kind of should be doing that a little bit more anyways. So I'm pretty hopeful to see what he's able to accomplish. But the only weird thing about it is the Nilo transition is going to be... I don't...
Is this show live streamed? I mean, it sounds like he just clicked the link in chat, right?
Into your noggin. He even sued the FCC through CHD in 2021 to prove it.
Well, you know, I won the case in front of on this issue of suing FCC and FDA about it, and you know, and the court sided with me, so now they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and do it.
Here's the thing: he's totally full of shit.
Yeah, everybody is based. Charles Oliveira ignored the president. 2 months old. Have we watched this? I don't even know who this guy is. He's good at UFC? Oof. It's more than a year old. Wow. That's crazy, chat. Wow. Wow. That's just a big wowzers, guys. Meme. I don't think I have anything else today. I have nothing else on my
Rick
news
doesn't talk about his personal life. That's what I said to him. I was like, Rick doesn't do it. That's his boundary, and you could set that boundary for
You want to
yourself.
see a video of the girl I f***ed in Vegas?
Yeah.
Really?
What is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she f***ing you?
Yeah.
In the video?
Yeah.
You let me see this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't tease me.
Okay.
No, please. It doesn't exist.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Please, please. I want to see it. Oh.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have something.
I'm going to eat in a little bit.
Wait, what?
I might have something.
I'm going to eat in a little bit.
Jeez.
I don't have anything to show you.
Are you dating somebody?
No, I was.
It's a pretty meta podcast. Okay. Based. How's Pearl's channel been recently? I don't know. Does she even still exist? Just Pearly Things.
It's because, well,
Epic fart shuts up wife. Okay. New Ben Shapiro flop.
Now, in much...
I haven't watched this Superman shit, so I can't comment on it. I know everybody has their opinions on it, but I haven't watched it. I hate Superman.
so there's this clip going.
Damn, she posts a lot. Really? Because it's called Pearl now? The nagging war continues. Modern women can't stand each other. Modern women won't be honest about this. Modern women keep self-destructing. Modern women make for terrible mothers. Women perpetually staying broke. Waiting until marriage only benefits modern women. Greedy ex-wife gets owned in court. Damn, can you really make a whole life as a woman out of just shitting on other women?
Lighter news. I just wanted to comment on the fact Superman is coming out this week. So, of course, this is much lighter news. Superman, the new movie from James Gunn. I've been a little skeptical of it because I think that James Gunn, he's fine for Guardians of the Galaxy, but Superman is a more serious property. The reason that it's relevant politically is because when we talk about the left and the left in the media, and then we talk about the left in Hollywood, the level of out-of-touchness with the everyday American is truly insane, truly crazy. So James Gunn did an interview at the Times of London, and he was talking about the themes in Superman. And he explained that the superhero epic encompasses the story of America. He said, Superman is the story of America, an immigrant that came from other places and populated the country. But for me, it is mostly a story that says basic human kindness is a value and is something that we have lost.
What a crazy statement. My God, that's terrible.
So he's now trying to make the case effectively that Superman is kind of an illegal immigrant. Gunn acknowledged the movie's themes may be interpreted differently across political groups, especially considering the nationwide unrest around immigration. However, Gunn stands by the ideals embedded in Superman and added he doesn't care if anyone takes offense. Yes, it plays differently, but it's about human kindness. And obviously there will be jerks out there who are just not kind and will take it as offensive just because it is about kindness. But screw them. And then he says, yes, it's about politics, but on another level, it's about morality. I do not understand the necessity for all of these Hollywood folks to undercut the pitch of their own film before it even comes out. It's insane. It's totally insane. By the way, David Corenswet did the exact same thing. Corenswet refused to say truth, justice, and the American way in a recent interview. Instead, he said truth, justice, and all that good stuff because he doesn't want to say the American way. The reality that Hollywood is so far to the left that they cannot take a core piece of Americana and just say it's about America. This has been a problem since basically after the original Christopher Reeve series. Every single iteration of Superman that's been made since then has avoided truth, justice, and the American way because they just refuse to acknowledge the American way is good, that the American way is in fact unique. And this lies at the root of a leftist worldview. That leftist worldview is astonishingly anti-American. It really is. This hardcore left worldview that says that America is somehow uniquely bad. So if there's a comic book character who's built on the goodness of America, which is what Superman really is about, if Superman is an immigration story, for those who are not familiar with the origin story of Superman, who comes from the planet Krypton and then lands in America, and then is brought up in a Midwestern household on a farm by his adoptive parents and integrated into true American values, and then goes to Metropolis and brings his sort of country values to the big city where crime is rife and where everybody is too cynical and sophisticated. And the whole point of Superman is that he's bringing these kind of classic American values to the big city.
Okay. So they fucked up by making it political because what Superman traditionally was about a guy going from red, good, conservative America to the evil, lawless, liberal America. Gotcha. Okay. Based.
It's a riff on how New York kind of sucks in many ways, actually. Superman, the original, is very much about how the values of America are farm-bred and farm-born. Right? His moral center, his moral compass, Superman, is on the farm from his parents. That's why he takes the name Clark Kent. He's an immigrant who assimilates to American values and then brings those classic American values to the big city where he has to use them to defend the big city from enemies, foreign and domestic. I mean, the original Superman is literally punching Hitler in the face. In the comics, he literally punches Hitler in the face. So, the attempt to separate Superman off from America is just a demonstration by the cultural left of how much they dislike America. And that's no shock, because when you take that over into the political sphere, full scale, what you end up is a different kind of immigrant. Like the guy who may be the next mayor of New York, Zoran Mamdani. So, if you have a choice between immigrants who come to the United States, yes, on alien spacecraft, and land and then are integrated into America and imbibe from the wellspring of American values, or Zoran Mamdani, you should pick Superman. Because Zoran Mamdani is a disaster area. This guy is likely to be the next mayor of New York. And his absolute deep hatred for the country is so clearly apparent in everything that he's been doing for years on end. Again, he only became an American citizen like 6 years ago. So he put out a tweet in 2020 that showed him flipping off a statue of Christopher Columbus with the caption, "Take it down."
How long did he have a green card? What does that statement even mean? He only became an American citizen 6 years ago. Like, Jesus, bro. How long do you have to have a green card before you can apply for citizenship? Is it immediately or is it like 5 years? The green card's the hard thing to get. The citizenship, I think, is pretty easy afterwards. Jesus.
Because the idea is that Christopher Columbus is somehow deeply bad and deeply evil. Now, first of all, Zoran Mamdani is not native to these shores, any more than the white people who preceded him are native to these shores, any more than the Native Americans who came across a land bridge tens of thousands of years ago are originally native to these shores. I mean, again, the way that human migration works is that it comes in waves, it comes across a variety of mechanisms. If you go back far enough, there are no human natives to anything because, of course, there are no humans. But if you are talking about Zoran Mamdani flipping off Columbus, you wouldn't even be in New York if it weren't for Columbus. You would not be in America if it were not for Columbus. You can flip off the people who opened the continent to your presence here, Zoran Mamdani. But that is it's so clear what he thinks of the country. My work schedule has been incredibly busy as of late, as you know, especially because of the extended show. I still need to make sure I'm maintaining my health, hitting the gym, spending time with family, even with the crazy schedule. I went pretty quickly. Peak performance requires peak nutrition, not just caffeine. And that means the fruits and the veggies, whatever I have to do to get that in. That's why I'm grateful to have balance of nature. And that fits right into even the busiest of days. Imagine trying to eat 31 different fruits and veggies every day. Sounds miserable, time consuming. With balance of nature fruits and veggies,
I'm bored. Okay, this is boring. I hate politics. I need something else. Okay, I need to go into a coma and fast forward 2 years, or we should go back to Factorio or StarCraft or something. Oh my God, politics is so fucking boring right now. Kill me. All right. We're gonna cover a quick meme, and then we'll do more COVID. Maybe you can tell me if I'm reaching with my memes or not. Let me use the restroom 1 sec. Here, I watch.
There's never been a more convenient dietary supplement to ensure you get a wide variety of fruits and veggies daily. Balance of Nature takes fruits and veggies, they freeze dry them, they turn them into a powder, and then they put them into a capsule. You take your fruit and veggie capsules every day, and then your body knows precisely what to do with them. It's kosher, which means I put them right in the protein smoothies. I'm good to go. Head on over to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code Shapiro for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. Plus, get that free bottle of fiber and spice. That's balanceofnature.com. Promo code Shapiro. And of course, he got this from his parents. His parents are Indian-born, and they also are immigrants to the United States who've taken advantage of literally every privilege America has to offer. That includes his father, Professor Mahmoud Mamdani of Columbia University, who hates the country, legitimately hates the country. Talks about how America is the settler colonialist state. Okay, so leave. So you can go. Seriously, you can go anytime. Or you can sit there in your privileged seat at Columbia University, pulling down a giant paycheck while your son runs for mayor after being a ne'er-do-well for all 3 of his decades on the planet. The deep and abiding hatred that these people have for the United States is truly astonishing. It really, really is. And also, I'll point out that the settler colonialist narrative, you'll find they only apply it to white Europeans and to Jews in Israel. Those are the groups that they apply it to. They never apply settler colonialism to, the Arab conquest of the entire region with the beginnings of Islam, all the way up to and including Spain. That never applies. One of the great settler colonialist movements in human history is the growth of Islam from the Arab center in Saudi Arabia outward to encompass a huge swath of the globe. Do you think Indonesia was originally Muslim territory? Just in a general sense, the idea that human beings move around and take with them their values and that war and conflict are a norm in all of human history, that's just real. Okay, that's just the way things work. And so I'm not going to criticize European settler colonialism any more than I would criticize Arab settler colonialism throughout the Middle East, because this is the way humanity operates. That is the way humanity operates. And I can think that some of those colonialist movements are actually better in values than others of those colonialist movements. For example, I think the European settler colonialist movement is in fact morally better than the Muslim settler colonialist movement that came out of the Middle East in the 7th century and 8th century. It is, just in terms of the values that it propagated. Things like private property and freedom of speech. The Anglo-American settler colonialist movement, as Mamdani is suggesting here, is morally better than other settler colonialist movements because not all people have the same culture and values. You know who should know this? Mahmoud Mamdani, who's a beneficiary of those Anglo-American values, sitting at a prestigious American university, able to say what he wants, as opposed to, being back in Uganda, which is where he came from with his family. Here he is, ragging on the United States.
A Christian nation state decides to cleanse it of all religious minorities, Jews and Muslims in particular, and at the same time launches a colonization experiment, the discovery of the Americas. America is the genesis of what we call settler colonialism, and the American model was exported all around the world.
I mean, again, the absolute myopic insanity of that statement, that America is uniquely settler colonialist, as opposed to the Muslim countries that he is lauding as some sort of victims in all of this, is totally insane. Totally insane. By the way, that's not the extent of his insanity. He also suggested that Abraham Lincoln's treatment of Native Americans was the basis of Hitler's treatment of Jews.
With the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln generalized the solution of reservations. They herded American Indians into separate territories. For the Nazis, this was the inspiration. It is possible to do genocide. That's what Hitler realized.
Okay, Hitler never would have come up with the idea of going after the Jews if it were not for Abraham Lincoln's treatment of Native Americans. First of all, the treatment of Native Americans in America, which is shameful and poor, preceded Abraham Lincoln by several decades. Just to point that out, the Trail of Tears was many, many years before Abraham Lincoln. 2, the idea that Hitler required the help of Abraham Lincoln in order to come up with his hatred of Jews is totally insane, actually. There are linkages between American policy with regard to eugenics, which is a progressive left-wing movement in the United States in the 1920s, and Nazi policies of the same period.
No one cares, Ben. Also, you wouldn't even be able to make anti-Nazi shit today because every single conservative would just accuse you of mixing it up with or trying to claim that conservatives are being Nazis, so. I've made a ton of these little docs because I figure after the after my court case, there's no nobody reads any legal docs, which I guess I got because they're complicated or boring or whatever. But it's annoying to me because anybody can say anything in a blog post, but when it comes to putting stuff in writing, you kind of have to be a little bit more precise and not completely lie about what you're saying. Hold on. What am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for. Hold on. I had a house moment in the shower. Wait. Oh. I'm trying to think. The problem is if I, or the thing that I have to weigh in my head right now is if I say this publicly, then I give away a little bit, and I give the opportunity for the other people to correct some mistakes. I'm trying to think if I want to do that or not. But I also don't even know at this point how much it fucking matters, how much any of this shit matters. Okay, heads we do, tails we don't. Fuck it. Flip a coin. Okay, best 2 out of 3. Content gods are on our side. It's not actually even great content. It's gonna be kind of boring, I think. Or I don't know. Fuck. Let me think about this. I had a reason. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I'm mapping out the 10 million future realities in my brain right now. Fuck. Is this something that could risk how a public sees the reaction if they correct it? No, it's just like they're doing. I know they're doing bad things, but I'm trying to think if I reveal it now, if they could do more bad things in the future, I could just keep letting them do bad things. So that's what I'm not sure about. What is this screenshot? Jesus. Fuck, the coin was heads twice. I feel like that's like a sign from God, right? Wait, fuck. I'm sorry. I should have thought I was a little bit more. I'm just trying to think of how. I'm just trying to think if I could fuck myself. Fuck. Uh-oh.
Time being, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend. So if you guys want to see my commentary on it, that's fine.
Wow, based.
Like what
When you do hit.
Wait, was that me?
When you do hit someone's car.
No.
When you do hit someone's car, you can't leave a drawing. You have to leave like a note with your phone.
Well, drawing.
number.
Oh my God! What is that? What in the world? Yeah, that was annoying me too. Good call. Not the painting. Are you kidding? There's a guy. What? Oh, the chair?
That's a guy.
No, I got this off of the side of the road. It had a big sign on it that said free chair. I feel like it's kind of like mid-century modern or whatever.
It's not mid-century modern. It's an adult man that you've brought into our apartment.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you can design the whole place and I don't get to have one furniture item for 4 days without
been here
you.
for 4 days?
Yeah, you haven't noticed? You've literally sat on him. Sorry, you've literally sat on it like a couple times.
What is in it for you, sir? Why are you doing
It's
this?
not a sex thing, if that's what you're thinking.
I didn't even consider that it would be a sex thing.
It's more of a chair thing, if that makes sense.
This is like, this guy looks similar to me, right? Am I crazy?
It doesn't.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in my chair era.
Chair up. Damn it.
Yeah, I figured if I failed as a man, at least I could try being a chair.
Oh no. You okay, dude? Do you need like a drink or something? Gorilla glue? What do chairs drink?
No, it's just my wife cheated on me and I had to get out of the house, and this is a lot cheaper than renting an Airbnb.
I'm sorry, that's awful, but come on, that's no reason
Horrible
to
life.
come into our apartment and be a chair.
It's fine. She found another man who's okay with being walked all over. Well, good riddance, I say.
Yeah, that's the right attitude. Plus, I'm sure you'll meet a way hotter
Wait, how does this even make sense? Why does she have a chair right underneath the bookshelf? Shouldn't this chair be pulled up to a table or something?
chair.
No.
Have you met
Don't do this.
Deborah?
This doesn't help.
Oh, Hi, Deborah.
Deborah's got a lot of legs.
Please don't make this sad, horny Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Deborah's got a lot of holes.
Don't sexualize that chair. That's my dead grandfather's chair.
Okay, it still deserves to fuck.
This isn't helping.
Give her a hand to shake. That's her pussy. That's her pussy.
It's pussy.
You know, she seems really nice, but maybe more as like a friend.
Okay, wait. I actually do have some more eligible chairs here. Let me just turn on this lamp and we'll find you one.
Oh, fuck me. Who's this?
What? This is just a lamp.
Don't do this
I got it
again.
for free off the side of the road. It had a big sign on it that said
Free
free
lamp?
lamp. How did you know that?
What the hell? Camille!
Oh, fuck me. Greg?
Wait, sorry, you two know each other?
Yeah, that's my ex-wife. What are you doing here, Camille?
It's cheaper than Airbnb.
Why aren't you with Marty? What, he got tired of being walked all over too?
No, I still like it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, no, please come back and step on me.
Wait, is this sexual for you?
It is for me.
But for me, it's not.
For me, it's not as well.
It's definitely sexual for me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, so you guys are all just hiding from each other in our
I
apartment?
mean, I guess if you put it that way, it does sound a little weird.
You're right. This is ridiculous. You know what? Let's just go back to the way it used to be.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you mean just go back to being furniture that doesn't talk?
Okay, well, I guess we'll just act like normal.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
Yeah, if everyone's just going back to it, then I guess.
You know what? I actually can't do this. This is very sexual for me.
No.
Okay, I'm cucking out. I'm sorry. Fuck. Give me like 2 weeks maybe. No. Oh shit. Fuck. To force him.
Yo, bro, can you send it to me? Yeah. Rudy got it. He did? Yeah. Shout out to Forsen. Can you say that? Shout out to Forsen, man. Shout out to Forsen. Shout out to Forsen. All right, thank you. Chat, was that good?
I just saw like a lot of
Destiny checks in on the two biggest political streamers in the world.
and
You're the president.
Our politics is cooked. Why does this have 480 comments? And these are both Twitches. These are both Twitches streamers. Jesus. Oh, is it just because all three of us are here? Fuck. Okay, sorry. Okay, fuck. I guess I've already fucking... I don't think it matters. Okay. Meta comments are out of control? Yeah, it is. Some of this is background facts. Yeah, I don't even think it fucking matters. Fuck it. In paragraph 23, in the original complaint, Doe writes, on January 20th, right after plaintiff announced publicly, that's Doe, Pixie, that she would sue Bonnell, one of his followers reached out to plaintiff and told her that Bonnell had sent the video to her sister about 2 months earlier. The follower informs plaintiff that she believes Bonnell is still sending her sister sexually explicit videos of other women without their consent. This like double hearsay claim where it's like somebody reaches out and tells her that somebody else told them something, maybe triple hearsay. I thought was interesting. I noticed that this like claim comes up like a few times. She mentioned the same person's testimony again in her motion for a temporary restraining order. Although Bonnell has only explicitly admitted to sending the video to Rose, he has intentionally and recklessly shared the video with others as well, without plaintiff's knowledge or consent, even after the video was published on the pornography sites and after his alleged remorse. Indeed, on or about January 9th, 2025, Bonnell was communicating with one of his fans, Hannah Brooke, on the Discord platform and offered to send her the video. This is a lie, and her exhibit doesn't even allege that, but okay. Also, in January 2025, one of plaintiff's followers informed her that Bonnell had sent the video to the follower's sister about 2 months earlier. So it changed from my follower to, I guess now it's Pixie's follower. And then in this docket entry 84. It comes up again here. One of these individuals, whose screen name was redacted, we have still not been provided this unredacted document, by the way, which is in violation of civil procedure rules, but who the fuck cares, I guess, told me that the defendant sent the video depicting me to their sister just a few months ago. This individual and their sister, as well as other individuals who had initially contacted me, completely deleted their accounts after Destiny posted his video on YouTube entitled, Destiny Addresses His Lawsuit. So I don't know what to make of this. This individual and their sister, so were you in contact with both of them? If so, why are you only citing the individual and not the sister as well? Like, did you reach out? But okay. When we had our hearing, by the way, they admitted at our hearing, I can't read you the transcript yet because it hasn't been ruled on yet, but at the hearing they admitted that every single one of those 15 people deleted their accounts, by the way. Sorry, I was just showing that this has come up a few times. Doe has never provided a screenshot of this statement, despite the crucial necessity of it to bring the alleged conduct into statute range. Personally, I believe this statement was knowingly fabricated. I think that they faked this statement. I think that this is completely and utterly faked. We'll get to that. In the original complaint at paragraph 12, unbeknownst to plaintiff at the time, on or about October 4th, 2022, Bonnell disseminated through electronic means one of the videos to a 19-year-old woman using the screen name Rose. This October 4th date is incorrect, But the law that they're trying to sue me under was active then, and it wasn't active on April 9th, or April 10th, when the video was actually sent. So they're lying about this date. Now, in court, they tried to say that there was some debate over what the actual date was. They're pretending that they're just not sure. However, if you look at the evidence that they cite for their declaration, they love, by the way, half of this court is literally just them copy pasting shit from Kiwi Farms. If you look at what they actually sourced this from, 10:04 is where they say that this particular video was linked. But if you look at the dates, what is 27:04? Are there 27 months in a year? They know, they should have known, and they literally have it submitted in their own evidence. I wish I would have seen this. Oh no, this wasn't even submitted as part of the complaint. But they can see here that the dates are clearly in a European format, or this person thinks that there are 30 months in a year, I guess. I think that Lauren, helped Pixie lie in the submission for all of this evidence, because I think that Lauren knew that the case wouldn't survive the motion to dismiss unless they lied about the date of this transfer. I think that they knew that this complaint is DOA because on a motion to dismiss, you have to assume that everything in the complaint is real and true. The judge doesn't weigh the evidence. So I think that they put this in here, and then they have that like supporters reached out whose sister said they have those two claims in there. So this date one, I think they knowingly lied about that based on their own submissions. Okay, but we continue on. One thing that I stated in the past is that at the same time that Pixie started to change a lot on Discord, like she was clearly assuming a blackmail / litigious posture, Lauren just messages me this out of fucking nowhere. What you did was evil. I've never hated anyone so much. I thought at this point that maybe they were working a lot in the background, although obviously I can't prove that. But then when the Give Send Go was finally published, I saw that obviously that Lauren was the one who made it. It's like, oh, okay. Digging through the DMs that were posted on that one video between Aaron and President Sunday. I could see that Pixie had already spoken to, if Aaron is conveying it correctly, Pixie had already spoken to multiple lawyers. So these were Aaron's messages to President Sunday. And she's discouraged from pursuing a legal route after speaking with a lawyer who specializes in cybercrime / revenge porn. And they told her that the hacker is more at fault legally than Steven, which is why she wants to go public about it. She feels like there's not going to be any legal justice and doesn't want him to get away with it. President Sunday asked, why is she talking to Kyla then? And then Aaron says, because she started to get impatient and was discouraged by what the two lawyers she spoke to said. So I guess she spoke to a couple lawyers about this, who both told her that she didn't really have a case. These are very, very, very hard to read, but, well, not very, very hard, but they're kind of hard to read. I had to take them from the leaks, this section of the video, so I'm just going by whatever. I don't know who this guy is. Copenseed. So, but I mean, you can make it out. So Pixie says, yeah, but she didn't really seem interested in the case. I don't think she really knew about something public disclosure of private facts. Oh, Florida's public disclosure of private facts law. It's one of the private causes of action. This is a stupid civil cause of action. She was stuck at the cyber sexual harassment, which I don't think Stephen would qualify for. So it's interesting that Pixie admits here that she doesn't believe that what I did was cyber sexual harassment. They did include it in their lawsuit anyway, though. But that's a direct admission of her saying that I probably didn't do this because that's pretty fucking obvious. I might actually get the same lawyer who works for Kiwi Farms, she says. Aaron says, that sucks. What gave you that impression? I don't know if that's a frowny face or something. Pixie says, she was talking to me about a case like this wouldn't be taken by contingency and that it seemed like the real bad actor was the person who posted it on Kiwi Farms, not Stephen, even though it was only posted on Kiwi Farms because Stephen sent it to that person. And he was grossly negligent of them. She also said the hardest thing to do was prove damages, which could be difficult to do, which I understand. But she had like a reasonable jury would something for emotional distress and having thousands of people online talk down to me because of it or something. Okay, so. It's interesting here that Pixie admits that like one of her civil causes of action is total bullshit. And then it also seems like, according to Aaron's earlier message, now I don't know if this was the same law firm and two lawyers or two different law firms, but so Pixie's spoken to multiple lawyers at this point who told her like, hey, yeah, this is probably a bullshit case, which is funny. Hold on, we're still going. So Pixie repeatedly says that, and she says in her complaint, by the way, she lies in her complaint, which she does a lot, but that's okay. On or about January 20th, 2025, in desperation, Plaintiff/Pixie goes online and announces that Destiny shared the videos without her consent or knowledge, and that she will be seeking legal recourse. She likes to present this story that she was like forced to go public on January 20th, and that like the videos like pressured her to do it. However, you can see back here on January 8th, Pixie already has this entire Substack written out. On November 29th, I learned that the streamer Destiny non-consensually shared porn. Like, she's already written this whole thing out at least 12 days before the 20th, right? So this was always going to be published. The idea that those videos forced it was bullshit. It's also obvious at this point she's not taking any advice from Aaron. Probably because Lauren is writing all of this for her. Update, she sent me a statement she wants to publish, but it's terrible. I think it's too long, blah, 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 right? So, she's also saying back here, now this, I don't know what the date of these messages are. I'm guessing it's the same day, but on January 8th, Aaron is asking her, what day were you thinking about releasing it? Pixie says, in response to something else, no, I don't think he'd do that because I think it would look worse. I mean, anything you guys have, da, da, da. No, I mean, the most I can think of is the Virginia stuff or Nas, but I have trouble seeing how he would do that in a way that doesn't make him look worse for trying to deflect. I don't even know what they're talking about here. And then, so in response to what day we think about releasing it, Pixie says, I'm going to talk to my lawyer first, send a demand letter, and based on his response to said letter, release it. I originally wanted to do it by next week, but it seems unlikely. So again, this was like always the plan. Have I mentioned anything about, I don't know if I've said any of this publicly yet. Have I mentioned anything about Pixie DMing me on the 18th? So I think that Lauren is helping her significantly. And I think that she knows that the court case they're filing, she admits that at least one of the causes of action is bullshit. And she knows that, the complaint wouldn't survive a motion to dismiss without any evidence. So remember, there's that one thing that keeps getting said over and over again, like a supporter's sister or a supporter's friend or whatever, okay? So on the 18th of January, Pixie sends me some post on Kiwi Farms of a person saying, "This comment caused me to create an account because I wanted to be known that he, Destiny, has sent videos of himself having sex with Pixie to my friend." Now, they don't say sister, but they say to my friend. "I don't expect anyone to believe me without proof, but I am so grossed by the actions. I couldn't hold it in while watching people speculate this. He is reckless at best and a predator at worst. I think he sends these videos to make them feel like he's a viable sex partner because he has sex with many girls. I feel so bad for Pixie, and I hope she gets the help she needs. My friend would never post the videos, but I don't know if he sent this to more people and what they would do with her. Her face is clearly visible. ... So she sends me this message, and then after she says, "I need to know how many people." I'm not joking, Steven. If something else of mine gets leaked and I don't have the mental heads up / fortitude surrounding it, I will 100% kill myself. I can't continue to live my life every morning, waking up sick to my stomach, wondering if someone is going to blast the most vulnerable and intimate parts of my life for thousands to see. So this is on January 18th, about a day and a half before they actually filed the complaint. At the time, I thought, I don't think so. KF people are always going to shit stir. Reading them probably doesn't help anything much. So I don't really know why she's whatever. I think that Lauren told her that they need to have something and that the best case scenario is for me to admit some other kind of wrongdoing or to admit something that like, oh no, like we have to get him on something. I think that this was kind of like a Hail Mary last ditch effort to fish for me to admit to doing something that I haven't done. And this was sent on January 18th. So I don't remember what I was thinking about. It was something to do with Trump, I think. I think it was a meme where I think I was just thinking of like a debate thing. Like, what would, like if Trump was trying to destroy America, what would he do? Sometimes when you're trying to think of like, if a person is lying or doing something bad, you, instead of just thinking of like what they've done, think about like, well, what if they were of a different state of mind? What would they actually do? So something that I thought was really interesting was that both parties are allowed to issue subpoenas, and we have to make subpoenas available to the other side to see what they're subpoenaing for. They subpoenaed Kiwi Farms. They never asked for information, though, about this account. And I thought that was very strange, because there are accounts that they do ask for information for, and this one claimed to have had firsthand knowledge, or secondhand, I guess I would say, of somebody else receiving videos of the plaintiff. And I was like, wait, well, that's kind of weird. Wouldn't you really want to know who this was? It seems like it'd be important, right? So then I went back and I looked at this account. And then I see This account joined Kiwi Farms at 8:07 p.m. on January 18th. And then I see that the first comment that it made at 8:19 p.m., 12 minutes later. And then I see that at 9:24 p.m., about an hour later, Pixie is messaging me a screenshot of a message from this account. Now, if this was November or early December, when this first leaked, I could maybe buy it that she's constantly refreshing the page. But this is a little bit hard to believe, that this account that has only made 4 posts ever on Kiwi Farms, all 4 in my thread, 3 on the same day, and then 1 on the 22nd, that she saw this post, screenshotted it, and sent it to me about an hour after the creation of the account. And then the account has gone quiet since. If you click through the posts that this account makes, they do something that's kind of strange. They really like to use ellipses of varying length, and they put a space afterwards before their next character. So here we have 4 periods and a space, 4 periods and a space. This ends with 4 periods. This one has 5 periods. This post that they make ends with a 3-period ellipsis. This post that they made has a 3-period ellipsis and a space before the next character. Ends with a 3-period ellipsis. I don't remember if this was ever publicly announced or not. But that post that was made a long time ago on Reddit saying, Farmer Bro, Martin Shkreli, systematically abusing groups of women without anyone noticing. So Lauren told me privately, this was her account. She's the one who made this post, and then she deleted it afterwards. But I noticed when going through her account, she also types like this. Thank you, 1234 space. That's so sweet. One, two, three, four, space, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, space, I. 1, 2, 3, space, how do I do that? 1, 2, space, IDK. 1, 2, 3, space, girls. 1, 2, 3, space, now. 1, 2, 3, space, your. And then I also have found the same, if you go back through posts on Twitter, she also types like this 1, 2, 3, space, but 1, 2, 3, space, but IDK, what to tell you. I'm like 82% sure that this account was just created by Lauren. I think that she told Pixie that she was going to make this account and then post this publicly, so that they would have at least something kind of to stand on for their complaint. And I think the reason why they didn't ask Kiwi Farms about this account when they subpoenaed it is because if they got that information from Kiwi Farms, they'd have to turn it over to us, and the only thing it could ever show is that it belonged to one of those two. I think that's why she was able to message me an hour after it posted. I think she told her, I'm going to make this account, post this thing, send a screenshot to Steven, see if you can get him to admit that he did something else, because we don't really have anything else for this complaint. Tell him he'll kill himself if he doesn't say anything. And I think that's why it typed similarly to her as well. Is there any way you can prove this? I think that Kiwi Farms doesn't hold information for more than a couple months. And I think that, so I don't think I could ever really 100% like prove any of it, unfortunately. How did you figure this out? I thought back to the subpoena that they sent to Kiwi Farms, and I remembered, why didn't they subpoena about this account? That's so crazy to me. I don't know why you wouldn't want all the information you could on somebody who's claiming to have gotten these videos. But especially with Lauren coaching her so much in the background and knowing that they had nothing. And so now, at this point where they're trying to amend the complaint, they're trying to add the Abby stuff, which they also know is a lie. Because again, I can't read you the transcript directly, but in court they admitted that they had no evidence of me sending Abby anything. She said that under oath. It's just, it's like the whole goal is to just drag this out like as much as possible. That's it. But anyway, what a meme. There you go. Can you subpoena KF about that account too, just to see? I don't know if we will or not. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Joshua says that they only hold stuff for like a month or whatever the minimum is. But if there is anything I can do to push any of this to Lauren, I think she would, considering she already had trouble getting licensed, right? Because she failed her initial character and fantasy eval. It would be... Yeah, I saw her posting this shit. I mean, not everyone is a lawyer, but most people know the law enough to not face major lawsuits and get sued by major corporations, especially when your career relies on people liking you, cheering on one of the most tragic stories ever, with precious lives lost is a choice too. Based. My dream would be getting her disbarred over any of this, but I don't know how, yeah. Yeah, this one was Lauren De Laguna as well. I don't have any inside info about this, but... Woman claims she narrowly escaped clutches of reality TV doctor and accused rapist.
No payments till 26. Hundreds of new Hyundais in stock at our guaranteed lowest price. 0% financing available. Plus, only Rick Case doubles your factory warranty to 200,000 miles. And remember,
you don't pay till after New Year's Day.
Rick Case is the place. Payment free till 26. Now at Rick Case Hyundai, I-75 or 441.
Wow.
He just kept trying to rip my clothes off, and I kept saying, you know, like, I'm not ready for that.
A woman is coming forward to say she narrowly escaped becoming another victim of handsome surgeon Grant Robichaux. The doctor is now charged with drugging and sexually assaulting 2 women, allegedly with the help of his girlfriend, Sarissa Riley. Police believe there could be many more victims. Lauren Hayden says she met the doctor on the dating app Tinder. She says she left his house in Newport Beach, California after he became way too aggressive.
I just remember kept trying to retie my top and trying to keep it on, and him trying to grab it off and being like, what are you doing? What part of no did you not understand?
My name's Grant.
Dr. Robichaux appeared on Bravo's Online Dating Rituals of the American Male.
I'm looking for perfection, and I definitely will not and don't want to settle.
He was even named Orange County's most eligible bachelor.
I want to get married one time. I want to have just one family.
On his online dating profile, he went by In Good Hands. Even on the show, one itch.
He's dark skeletons in that closet.
Kanye
Put up large craters, save doctor and other women.
Joe the Great.
I am pursuing a teaching credential.
Videos that his girlfriend posted on YouTube show the great-looking couple lounging beachside and vacationing in Mexico. Prosecutors believe they may have gone to music festivals like the victim.
Attorneys for both.
He's disgusting.
Of their potential prey.
He's disgusting. He's deplorable. He's like he's a monster.
I can't prove it. I can't prove it. But it really makes you think. Weird she has the same script for Martin, you, and this guy. Did she accuse Martin of assaulting her? Technically, they haven't accused me of assaulting anybody yet, but... Anyway, that's all I got for now. Do you think that Lauren and Pixie were capable of this level of unhingedness before they turned? Lauren, maybe. I don't know if Pixie would be this unhinged, but like I said, I think if you have nothing else going on in your life, maybe, who knows.